Hey, Best Brains, Kirby here, aka Darkwing Disc. And did you hear about the fire at the circus? It was really intense. Alongside of me, as always, is the fairway finder himself, Ollie. And Ollie's bike randomly fell over. Apparently, it was too tired. Welcome to episode 84 of the KO Disc Golf Show. Episode 84 is the Doduo episode. Famous players to wear 84, we have Randy Moss. For the Red Sox, we have JT Snow in just the year 2006. He's the only 84 ever. For the Mariners, we have JT Chargois from 2021 to 2024. And Ollie, his for the Giants.
We got a couple old timers, but I'm going to go with some more guys prominent in my time. A lot of tight ends are wearing this number more recently. We had Larry Donnell, and we had the great Theo Johnson from Penn State wearing it right now. So those are our 84 tight ends, and I'm a fan of them.
Nice. Very cool. KO question of the week. Would you rather be able to run 100 miles per hour or be able to fly, but you can only go 10 miles an hour? Comment down below, and we will get to this at the end of the episode. Ollie, how you doing, man? How's it going?
It's going well, working full time. Roxy's been gone for a week, so the house is intact. It's actually pretty clean. I've been doing a good job, I feel like. The
Yeah.
fridge is stocked. Got
What's that
more
stock with?
grocery. I got a lot of drinks in there.
Yeah.
A lot of beers. I got a lot of protein shakes, a lot of coffee,
Yeah.
a lot of juice.
That that's a
I'm a big liquid guy. I like liquids a lot.
that's a single man's refrigerator right there. Yeah.
And then I bought a 24 pack of chicken cup of noodles I'm looking at, and then mini garlic and herb bagel bites. I love them so
Oh
much
yeah, that
to
sounds
die
nice.
for. And
Yeah.
then I don't know if I bought anything else this past one. A lot of that strawberry lemonade juice I'm excited about. Costco has this like 100% Colombia coffee, and they do it. They have the beans, and then they also sell a 12 pack of like little cans.
Mhm.
And when I can't make coffee in the morning, those cans.
It's nice having that kind of stuff to go sometimes, even like you don't want to rely on it, but yeah, having those as a quick emergency kind of thing, so nice.
I'll always
Totally
make
agree.
coffee. I like my grand. Like I have we use like a AeroPress. I want to say it's called.
Hmm.
You like pour the coffee over and you like push it down. And something about that, I think it includes the process of doing it. I feel like not necessarily like doing it at an espresso machine and stuff like I've had those before and they're cool, but I feel like there's something so simple of having like this little like kind of plasticky thing with like a little metal filter that you can just use over and over and wash it, and then it just like makes all you need is hot water and a little grounder, and it's like, oh, I think that I like something about the process and letting it sit for like 4 or 5 minutes and like kind of like waiting for your coffee before. I don't know. I kind of like that part of it. And so I always, if I have the time, I will for sure.
Yeah, the in the mornings, I saw this on Instagram, and I've been doing it for the last couple of months now, and it's been so good. Is I take 2 tablespoons of instant coffee, and then 2.5 tablespoons of just like cold water, and then one of those milk frothers, and
Mm.
you whip the coffee. And it gets like I mean, it fills up like half the glass. It goes from like just a little bit to like half the glass in volume. And it's really light and airy, and it's like whipped coffee. And then I just pour a bunch of ice over it, and then just like a little bit of coffee creamer and a little bit of milk, and then just mix the hell out of it. And it is so good.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's really, really rich. I love it. So I take the ice maker. Roxy said you guys have the same ice maker at your place that we do here. So I love just like taking that and just kind of like every once in a while just adding another scoop of ice in there and just kind of constantly diluting it down just a little bit more, a little bit more. But that's
My
really
mom has
good.
that ice maker at her place, and I that might be the one thing I'm like we need to get because right now
Oh yeah.
I have an ice tray, but now it's like I'm like I kind of like love it. One of my little tasks is I'll like fill the ice tray up, crack it open, empty it out, fill it up. I make sure I always have ice, or Roxy always has ice, and I'm like I kind of like it's just like I'm like I don't know. I don't mind like a little task just to help out a loved one or like to help out
Sure.
yourself for like the to benefit because like I love ice water and I love iced coffee when I do want to
Mhm.
drink it and stuff. So,
Yeah, I like the good ice. That like little pebble ice. That's my favorite out of
dude,
the stuff. It's
we
the
have
best.
there's a it has a really funny name. We're selling like an ice maker, and it's like the name they make for it is like so funny, and it talks about like those making those exact ones, and I like love the name. I can't believe I'm blanking on it right now. How are you doing, Curb?
Yeah. I'm doing pretty good, man. Yeah. We did a tournament this past weekend, my last tournament of the year. Don, yeah, I kind of wanted to play, so I was like, man, go ahead. So I just facilitated. So Tehran Open was my last event of 2026 or 2025. Um, we have most of our events booked for next year too, so that's really cool. I already had somebody asking me, somebody commented on this previous event asking me where the registration was for Say It Ain't Snow. And I'm like, buddy, I'm not there yet. I
Whoa,
was
that's
like,
great though. That's
yeah,
awesome. I feel like
no,
that's a great sign that people are excited about tournaments now, or like
for sure.
that
I think it,
that far ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one especially because it has such a large ace pot. I think that one's going to draw some interest in it. But I was like, man, I'm not there yet. We just finished this year. I got to get through like holidays and stuff like that. I'm not even, man, I haven't even gotten there yet. But I do need to kind of get on making those disc golf scene pages next week or later this week. So that'll happen pretty soon. Yeah, I mean, it's been a good week. I mean, we'll get right into the tournament recap because that really dominated my whole week. So, uh, right into the tournament recap. This is presented by Emerald City Discs. Emerald City Discs, the gem of the Pacific Northwest.
Looks
Uh,
great with your eyes framed
yeah.
up in there.
So, yeah, we did a one round. Ace Run style event at SeaTac this past weekend. And I did not bring out any extra baskets or anything like that. I literally just made all the shots 260 feet and in or so. Um, I will say I probably got the most positive feedback I've ever gotten off of a layout off of this one. People seem to absolutely love it across the board. Every skill level seemed to really have fun with it. MPO emphasized how easy everything was to score, but at the same time, you kind of had to throw precise shots. Amateurs, I had MA50 guys, MA3 guys telling me how they loved how birdieable everything felt, but at the same time, they still got a couple of bogeys because they just threw bad shots. And it's like if you just throw like an okay shot, you can make it up and down pretty easy. So it's really cool. I was really happy to hear, so many people enjoyed the layout and had fun with it. Um, when you sign up for an Ace Run event, sign up for the Ace Pot.
It should
I
be, yeah.
I I don't understand. I don't understand getting into an event like that where everything we had a bunch of holes that were sub 200 feet. So even if you've never had an ace before, even if you don't throw very far, it's still one of those situations where I had a hole out there that was 160 something feet long or 180 feet long, something like that. Like there was plenty of opportunities. Um, when you sign up for an ace pot or when you sign up for an ace run event, sign up for the ace pot. I cannot stress that
Dude,
enough.
I'd almost like make the entry $5 more and just make you sign up for it. Like
Like an
like you sign up.
automatic entry.
Yeah,
That's
like that's almost like how I do it because I would feel bad for someone being like at the same time, it's not a difficult user interface. The UI on Disc Golf Scene is not bad where it's not like you scroll down, you click the boxes to go next and it's right there. Where
right
like
there.
if it's something you really wanted, it should be there. But at the same time, there still is people that click through or just don't choose to read that, which
So
I understand. At the same time, it's valid where I'm like, maybe you just make it $5 more, just make everyone be in the A spot or something, and then like I wonder if anyone would even argue that, like, because like,
yeah,
oh, like I'm in the A spot, cool. Like I'm just glad I'm in the event, you know?
yeah. So if you're going to a place like maybe Kayak, maybe South Fork Landing, and you don't throw very far, I I can understand and I can see the justification behind, well, I don't even throw far enough for most of these holes. The chances that I ace is near zero. Sure. This is an ace run style event. You got to get in there. Um, all of this is coming from we had two aces this past weekend at the event, and only one of those guys bought into the ace pot. He missed out on his cut of it
Does
was
the
like a
other guy get
thousand
everything?
dollars. Yeah, yeah. Tyler Strock actually is the one who hit the ace, so he won MPO and he hit an ace, so he got the full like $1,000 plus. I forget exactly what it was for the ace pot. So Don, Chuck, the fucking goat, Chuck Knutson, Don already, and myself are hanging out at Emerald City Discs after everybody had left and redeemed their script and that we're hanging out and we're talking about it, right? And I'm just like, man, like kind of the bet $5 on yourself once in a while,
Yeah.
like this is the kind of thing where it's just like just put $5 on yourself for the day and be have fun and exciting. And there's two guys in the store and they're like, oh yeah, I played with that guy. And I was like, really? He goes, yeah, he aced 27. I was like, yes, I heard it. He goes, yeah, his wife told him not to sign up for the ace pot. Apparently his wife told him, like, you've never aced before, you're not gonna ace now. Look. I love Ellie so much, but at the same time, like I'm sleeping on the couch that night. Like I'm not having a great day. Like that, I'm so upset about
Over
that.
$5 too. It's
It's like
like, really?
you
You
could
don't
have
even believe in me?
100 times your money, like 100 times that. I, it was crazy.
Who? I don't need to. We don't need
Don't
to.
I? You know, I was trying not to. I know, actually don't even know his name off the top of my head. But yeah, it was just one of those situations where I'm like, you gotta sign up for the Ace Pot. If you do an Ace Run event, sign up for the Ace Pot. If you see like $1,000 Ace Pot, sign up for the Ace Pot. Because why not? If something accidentally happens and you accidentally ring up an ace, you never know. So
What?
don't worry about it.
No, I'm seeing what hole it was.
Oh, I think Schrock got like 22, which was
The
super,
other one
super
was
impressive.
27.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah, it was
22?
yeah.
Nice. That's fun.
It was really good. Yeah, it was a
I
sweet
like the
like
short position. Yeah, that's sweet.
yeah. I had a couple of people from MPO actually tell me how they think it would be really fun if SeaTac had short T pads in those positions and it offered like a true like amateur style layout to the course. And I do think that would be a
Wow.
lot of fun. It would probably be a ton of money and a ton of extra work for like the parks department and stuff like that. But yeah, with
There's
how well this
always,
was,
yeah, I feel like there's always disc golf companies that are willing to do course grants, and I mean there's community that are willing to, I don't know, there's always
yeah,
something, like there's always like tournaments we can put on to do stuff like that. But that's a really intriguing and really cool idea to like add some more to CTAC, because CTAC's, I think, so amazing. You don't really need to add more besides on those par fours, make it a little more scoreable at tournaments for some
yeah,
um, lower divisions. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I think I'll probably end up doing this layout again in the future for something. I don't know what, but just because it was so well received, it seems like almost kind of seems like I have to, in a good way. So,
Yeah.
um, we were really lucky with the weather. Thank you. I want to give a big thank you to Joel Gleghorn and John Geiger. Both of them are just, for one, both of them class act dudes. John Geiger grew his beard back out. Dude's looking handsome as ever. I told him that when he shaved his beard off, and I was like, buddy, you got to keep that going, man.
It,
Come on.
it's I like it a lot. I like it a
Yeah,
lot.
he looks great with the beard. He's such a handsome dude now. So, but those two, the day was kind of wrapping up, and I was doing script cards, and they're hanging out, and they really helped me out so much. They went through the course. They went through another trip through the course, and they picked up all the T signs, and they picked up all the flags for me. So I really can't thank them enough for
Shout out
doing that,
Joel, man, and
dude.
John.
They
That's
saved
awesome.
me. They saved me a solid like 45 minutes to an hour of running around the course grabbing stuff, as it was starting to rain. Because that was the other thing is right when we finished, right when I left the course, it started just like downpouring rain the whole time. So it was just an absolute like perfect morning of disc golf for the most part. So really, really great. Um, I'm going to get to the winners real quick here, and then I have one other quick announcement to make. Winning MPO for the SeaTac slowdown, we had Tyler Schrock. He shot 20 down out of 27 holes with an ace. Barely beat out Eric Sebastian, who got second place at 19 down, and then Chris Waugh and Trey Carter tying at 18 down. MP40, we had a sweet playoff between Sean Barnett and Herman Rodriguez. Sean Barnett did take him out, I think, on the second or the third hole. Again, shout out to T Bex. She helped me out a lot as well. She went and helped with the playoff and that kind of thing. So it really says like a lot when we run these events, how many people kind of, all contribute in really minor ways. But all those like minor ways that people are helping out makes such a big deal for us on the back end. So just so appreciative and thankful to have all these people around us. Winning MP50 was Dana Atan. I don't know how to say his last name. Winning MP60 was Don Clark. Winning MP75 was Jack Lorber. Winning MA1, we had Brian Douglas. Winning MA40, we had Don Oridi. Winning FA40, T-Bex, Bex Warich. Winning MA50 was Bruce Sweeney Weaver. Marty Smith took down MA60. Tyler Hazelhawk took down MA2. Daniel Kokash won MA3. And Joey DeCaro won MA4. And then Kylie Fernandez won FA4. So congratulations to all the winners. Kylie Fernandez, actually, the winner of FA4, she just came and dropped off a bunch of dyed discs at Emerald City Discs. And dude, she did some. This is her first batch of discs, like of us asking her to do them for us that we're going to sell. And I will say, out of the 10 discs that she gave us, seven of them were like some of the coolest dyes
Whoa.
I've seen in a really long time. And she's doing like stencil stuff and she did one that's got like baseball seams and then it says Big Dumper across the middle of it. It's really, she did some really, really cool dyes, some really cool stuff. So I'm really excited to get those on the shelves and have people in there kind of enjoying them and checking them out. So she's really good with like watercolors and like painting. So she painted like a flower scene on a mini, on like one of those
Oh,
XL minis. And
what?
it's just, dude, it's just like, it's totally different than anything I've ever seen before as far as like the way people are dyeing discs and that kind of thing. It's just it's really unique, really, really cool. So I really appreciate her and the work that she put in on those because it's really time consuming and she worked really hard on it. Really big news as far as like Emerald City Discs and Team Emerald City Discs is concerned. Um, I had a moment of like, hey, like we got him, for those that don't know, Pierce Reynolds is officially on Team Emerald City Discs. If you don't know Pierce, you will know Pierce without a doubt in due time. 10-year-old, I don't think it's overstating it to call him a 10-year-old phenom. He's awesome, super, super talented, just like awesome kid, comes from an awesome family. Grant and Emily, I believe was her name, is his dad and his mom. They came into the store and all kind of hung out, and we made sure we got all of them hooked up with a bunch of gear. Pierce got a ton of gear and some some clothes, some discs and stuff like that. So really happy to have them on the team. Really proud to be supporting them just like as an entire unit and like that kind of thing. And we've talked about it on here so much. Like he's got such a bright future and so much potential that
Yeah.
it just feels good to be able to kind of give back and support him in that way.
It made me so happy seeing that post. I played around with Dallas and I got to meet Pierce when he was on his bag, and I met Grant. And that round, I just knew these were just some top notch people, man. Like, I
Mhm.
was like, it really doesn't get better. Had a couple interactions with Pierce, talked with Grant a lot, kept talking with Grant afterwards, and now I'm just rooting for Pierce and them on everything with that. We got to get them on the show. It'd be really fun to do a video with those two. Honestly, like it would be really fun.
Yeah,
Some video ideas or something with doing that with that. But I'm incredibly excited to be at tournaments and help support. And yeah, welcome to the team, Pierce. Welcome to the
yeah.
team.
Seriously. Yeah, I didn't. So, I sat down with Grant and Pierce probably like a month and a half ago and just kind of talked to them about like some like sponsorship stuff because like we all see the potential with Pierce. So I was like, hey man, like people are going to be coming at you very soon with like sponsorship stuff, and here's some things that you should want to look out for, and really decide like what you guys want out of this, and who whatever you guys want, like you have the ability to pursue right now. So be a little selective, and kind of just went through some like basic sponsorship advice with them. And Grant told me a story that I'll honestly did not remember, but was like, that's one of the coolest things, and I'm really happy that that happened. So apparently, not apparently, but this really happened. So I think it was Cascade Challenge a couple years ago. Pierce just kind of came out, and Pierce and Grant came out just to like watch. And I saw Pierce just kind of like hanging out around the card. And this is something that I love doing, and I always have Chuck or whoever's caddying for me. Like you've been on the bag for me a few
Yeah.
times, where I give you a stack of minis, or I give you whatever like stickers or something, and it's like, hey, anytime you see a kid, make sure the kid gets a sticker, make sure the kid gets a mini. Anybody that knows my name or says what's up, like make sure they go and get something. And I just saw him, this like kid over there. So I was like, hey, we got to make sure we give him a mini. I go over to him. I give him a mini. I say, what's up, buddy? Thanks for coming out. Appreciate you. Give him a little fist bump. And I didn't realize that that was Pierce at the time, so a year and a half later, now to put him on the team and have this like, oh, like it feels cool. And like, that's the kind of thing that I've brought up before where like if I was like a Connor O'Reilly type of touring player where I'm not necessarily in the top echelon, but I'm good enough to make it to all these pro tour events, he 100% should be grabbing a stack of minis and be handing them out to people. It's easy ways for you to make a connection with somebody and
Yeah.
kind of build this like fans, and you never know like what that pays off in the future, because like you don't know, like you might be giving a mini to like a future guy, right? Or like a future
Gannon
like
Burr, the
stud.
next Gannon Burr, like the
Yeah.
next phenom of a kid where like that person could be your next competitor, where
Yeah. Or
Pierce realistically is coming up and like he will be taking names with a lot of this stuff where it's
yeah.
exciting and it's like yeah, I'm excited to be a part of that village that supports him and yeah,
Hmm.
we're gonna be
Yeah.
looking out for him.
Yeah, so we got a couple of kids, quote unquote, that we are bringing on the team. Pierce is the youngest of the bunch. Some other ones, actually just today, which was really cool. This should be coming out maybe in a couple of days, but I just officially signed Dylan Aquino today. Him and his mom, Diana, came in and hung
Love
out for a
that.
bit. We got him hooked up with a bunch of gear and stuff like that. So we're building this like young core of kids. Jojo Neibauer, we're in the process of signing him as well. So it's interesting to call like him and Dylan kids because they are like teenagers. They're 15
Young
years old. So
adults,
yeah, but it's at the same time, it's like,
they're kids.
yeah, you're kids. I'm sorry. You're still like Dylan has like a science test tomorrow or something like that. He was telling me about, where I was like, yeah, that you're in high school. You're a freshman in high school. You're a kid still. I'm sorry. So
Incredibly excited to push these guys and these they're going to be so incredible coming up and so I just got to keep holding my own and then I know after they get better than me it's going to hopefully it's going to help me get better and then be hopefully pushing towards you and that's kind of like I think everyone's just getting towards that so I think it's all exciting everyone
yeah.
iron sharpens iron like we sharpen each other it's an awesome thing to be and this is what I think I think being sponsored is amazing, but like being sponsored and feeling community and feeling a team is the number one thing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's just really cool. Like in Washington State, like we see this like young youth movement of the Colin Bryant, the Asher Weideman, the Dallas Garber, right? You see these kids, and it's like after that, actually, we have another wave of
What?
kids behind them that are coming up, and that's where the Dylan, the JoJo, the Pierce, the Jonas Helmick, who is a name that I don't think a lot of people know. He just won Washington State's for MA1. He's your MA1 Washington State champion. Like he's another kid who, yes, he's a 17-year-old, but at the same time, like he's still a kid, or I think he's 16 maybe, but
Crazy.
he's another one on that next wave of young talent that's coming through. That's we're all going to be expecting or seeing for a while. So um, yeah, super excited to have. them on the team. We're kind of still wrapping some stuff up with the team, so um, yeah, Ollie, we got to get you your contract
I'm
again.
coming. I'm gonna come to the shop this week
Cool.
because I
Sweet.
have the what what's the Sophia disc that I have that I've been meaning to pick up? Eagle L.
Oh, that
I'm
pink one?
Yeah. Is it still there?
No.
Oh,
Sorry, dude. Somebody was asking about it, and I sold it. To
oh.
be fair, you did put it down there like 9 months ago, so
I didn't think it would go though. It wasn't nine
yeah,
months ago.
it was a long time ago,
It
dude.
wasn't 9 months.
Yeah, it was.
It's okay. I'm not. It's okay.
Yeah, sorry, dude. But you still got to come down and sign your contract, anyways. So actually, hey, I can bring it on Thursday.
What?
Thursday morning.
But it's not there. I thought it was sold. Oh, the contract. Oh,
Contract. Yeah, not the Eagles. Fuck your Eagle, dude. Whatever.
I don't care about the contract. I want my eagle.
So this just in, I actually now have an open spot on Team Emerald City Disc.
Disc City Emerald right here. I'm
Yeah.
starting Team DCE right here. Who wants to join Team DCE?
No, I can bring it on. I can bring it on Thursday if we meet up
I
to do that video. Yeah, yeah, cool.
Wait, did you sell it recently? Don told me it was in the shop like a week ago, like when I saw you on Halloween.
Yeah,
He
it
said,
sold probably in the last like month. It sold
no, within the last 2 weeks.
probably. I'll check again tomorrow, but I'm like 99% sure it's not there.
He told me it was there on the 31st.
We have some of those like white kind of like creamy ones, but not the pink one anymore.
Wait, you could have just sold them a white one?
Well, it made its way on the shelf and then somebody grabbed it. Buddy, I think you're really
No,
underestimating
it's
how
okay.
long.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm gonna
It's
figure
okay.
out when those dropped because that's when we got them in and that's when it got set
No,
aside.
I'm not.
So
I understand. I think should be the lead of that.
it was over 6 months ago. I'm confident. Um,
Uh,
oh, he's looking it up.
I'm looking it up.
Eagle L.
Kirby, 5/9/25. That was 6 months. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I said put aside an Eagle L for me. What'd you say? Pink, orange, or the glow pink? All right. Wait, this. Yeah. All right.
Is that how long ago was that? 6 months?
5/9/25.
Yeah, it was long ago. It was
Dude,
long enough.
I can't get 7 months on hold.
I know. Oh my god. Yeah.
No, like I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, it's
I
like
kind
I'm
of
the
I
bad
was
guy
like
here.
I actually was gonna get it this week, so I got really excited for it.
I was like,
Which
I think probably like a month ago, I was like, this guy doesn't care about this. He forgot about it.
no, I
Whatever.
got really excited about it like a couple of days ago, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go down the shop, do my contract, grab my Eagle L.
Oh no, that's gone. Sorry.
I don't even know if I want a white one.
Of course you do. You want to support Sophia Donica, just as everybody
I
else
got her
should, because she's
J.
a
Gang, I
yeah.
got her J. I support her. It's not in
No, no,
question.
no. I'm supporting.
I just want to support her more, not necessarily. My J's white. I don't need another white Sophia Donahue disc. No, maybe I do. Maybe I do.
Yeah. God damn it. All right, time for the tournament look ahead, presented by Swamp Cow Kava Bar. Swamp Cow Kava Bar, love me that muddy water. Coming up next week, there's really not much, but the one thing we will touch on, because we are huge fans of Aaron Bryant here on this show. Aaron Bryant is running he's running two tournaments over the weekend. One on Saturday, one on Sunday. It is called the Cap Sante Challenge. On Saturday, it looks like he has MA2, FA2, and below, a couple of MJ divisions. And then on Sunday, I believe it is the pro divisions and MA1 and that kind of thing. This is at Rotary Park Disc Golf Course in Anacortes. I played this one time with Colin a couple years ago. It's a pretty short course that's in like a small little park on a hillside. It's really fun. But it is definitely more of a shorty kind of style course. So really, really good for the junior divisions there. So nice job, Aaron, for running a tournament. Appreciate you, man.
Heck yeah, I love to hear that.
All right, time for the weather presented by AGL.
Together we can reduce, reuse, and recycle for a greener future for disc golfers.
Sweet. Oh, is the weather actually looking okay this week? Looks like we're expecting some rain on Saturday and Sunday. But yeah, I mean, we're going to be mostly cloudy to partly cloudy pretty much all week. We're looking at stuff in like the low to mid 50s, all the way down to like the high 40s. Solid week for November.
Time to layer up. Just get your thermals out, get a little tights out
Yeah,
under your pants. You'll be fine.
it's looking like it's going to be pretty nasty for Thanksgiving. So yeah, dude, Thanksgiving's coming up
Uh,
next week. Thanksgiving draft. Think that makes sense.
yeah, I'm so excited for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, same. Yo, so I asked Chuck, the fucking goat. I'm like, Chuck, what are you doing for Thanksgiving, man? He goes, I kind of do this, kind of do that. Not really much of anything. I'm like, buddy, come over, like, have dinner with us. We're doing this and that. And he goes, that'd be great. And we started talking about what I'm going to cook and that kind of thing. And I was like, hey, do you want to come over and like help me cook? He goes, yeah, I do. So I got the fucking goat as my sous chef for Thanksgiving. It's about to be like an all-time meal, dude. It's going to be so awesome.
All time.
All
That's awesome.
timer.
That's so awesome.
It's gonna be so cool.
Yeah,
I think yeah. So
I don't think I'm doing just Roxy. Roxy's dad, oh, it is a great. He cooks so well. His food is so good. So I'm gonna give him a turkey. I get a free turkey at Costco, so I gave it to him last year. I'm gonna give it to him again this year, and I'm
cool.
gonna reap the benefits of that.
Yeah.
I remember a couple of years ago. A couple of years ago, I deep fried a turkey, and that
That's
might have
cool.
been the best turkey I've ever had in my entire life.
Yeah, if you do it right, it's
And
so delicious.
I really want to do it again. I don't really have a one bedroom apartment isn't really the
No,
place to do that.
no, you gotta do that like
But maybe I
outside,
could
dude.
get exactly. My friend who I did it with is actually moved back to Seattle, and so maybe that's where I'd be like, hey, you want a deep fried turkey?
Yeah, just go to like a public park and get it all going, get the burner
Hey,
going.
he
Yeah,
has a yard.
that's
I just
perfect.
dog sat for him for the last few days, and I think we could get some deep fried turkey in this year.
Yeah.
But if not, I'll be
Um.
eating good no matter what. I eat good every Thanksgiving.
Yeah. No, I love making Thanksgiving dinner. That's really been my role like in the family since I like married my wife. Is that I'm doing most of the cooking for the holidays and stuff like that, and I love it. It's so much fun for me. So, all right, time for the ODP guarantee. All right. Ollie, sorry to say, but you are currently 0-1 on your guarantees. Cal Riley did not win the MVP last week. Judge did. It was super, super close, though. Really exciting race. What do you got for us this week, bud?
I was looking. I think I'm gonna have some very intense ones, some very great ones, depending on the week. But this week, a lot of my brain and my mind has been towards. There's only 3 more races within our F1 season, and so I'm going on my ODB guarantee for the dark horse, which kind of sounds crazy. Max Verstappen to win Las Vegas. Lock it in now. Go bet on in Vegas and blame me for your loss if you do lose, but blame me for your win if you do win.
that that's an
but I
interesting.
he
If we if
right
we
now
put
he's let me give you a little context. He's currently multiple time world champion, back to back to back, and he is currently in third place right now by let me check the amount of points. And there's still a mathematical chance of him to win. I'm not counting him out. He's down
okay, so you're kind of picking like a
49 points.
long shot.
He has to win every single race for the rest of the year for even a shot. And I think this guy can't do even like second or third or something. Like there's like a certain thing that has to happen. I'm betting on Max Verstappen to start this off with a win.
Okay.
That's my ODP
Sweet.
guarantee. We might go 0-2. If we go 0-2, we're gonna re-reflect on how we look at these guarantees, and we're gonna
Might put in a couple of
fund.
layups, just in case. Yeah.
Yeah, fund. I'll be like, is it gonna rain tomorrow?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm definitely gonna drink a beer.
Watch it be just the sunniest day of the year.
Yeah, right. The only time it
Maybe that
doesn't
would be
rain.
the ODP. That would be the big thing when I can get one right.
Or maybe it's like the ODP curse, where it's just like whatever he says is guaranteed to not happen. That's actually exciting. I'm really down for that.
I know Grant watches these, and I know Grant's a big avid F1 fan. So Grant, drop in the comments who you got winning this week in Vegas.
Um, awesome. So, there's gonna be a segment that Ollie and I are gonna do for the next 4 weeks because it's off-season mode. This is in the bag. It's kind of like a different way of Ollie and I kind of doing a season finale in the bag type of video. Instead of just doing a video where we're talking to a camera, Ollie and I are gonna talk to each other about it and kind of have it be more discussion based. So we're gonna start with our putters, and then next week we're gonna do mids, fairway drivers, and then drivers after that. So, Ollie, do you want to start us off, or you want me to?
I'll start us off.
Go for it, bud.
My putting putters have been. I'll start with my putting putters, and I think another putter that I throw. I'll talk about all the ones I do, or all the ones I have in my bag. But mold that's so synonymous with me is the alpaca. So these are my two putting alpacas. They're really heavily beat in. So like I really like them for how beat in they are. Like I was thinking about switching off of them. Oh wait, there's the angle. Got a little. They're really fun. I really like them. I really have kind of gotten to know them, which it feels good for putting putters. And they're kind of gotten to the point when I flick them, they kind of pop up a little more. Where those lengthier putts, I think they will transition nicely into that longer putting putter that I have in this slot of my alpaca. This is a 167 gram that I got 4 years ago, and this has been with me in Maple Hill, like hole 13 at Maple Hill. It's like that super downhill one that goes like
The
into the
shorty.
woods, kinda.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 406,
Oh, not the
60
one I'm
feet.
thinking of. Then.
Like
Okay.
it's like downhill, and it's like downhill the whole way. So you can throw a putter. And I remember I threw this shot, and I was having an okay day at Maple Hill, and I threw this one, and it pierced through the. It got all the way to like 40 feet on like some like 400 foot, and I remember I was like, I've never done that before. This was when I was a little like worse before. I don't think I even had like a 970 rated round where like I was
Mhm.
like, that was the coolest thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
And so this disc has been with me for a long time. It's really lightweight. I can pump it out on like huge hyzers and get it to flip up flat. And once it loses its spin, basically, it kind of gets that like natural fade, but like really can work this disc wherever. And then for like all other driving putters, I use my Sea Line. It's a gummy Sea Line alpaca. So it's all alpacas, all Innova made.
What plastic
It's
are the
just
other
the old P.
alpacas?
This is gonna be the P line glow plastic,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's like I can't. This was the most similar one I could order off the ones Eric Oakley gave me. They have the
Mm-hmm.
same print on them, but these ones glow in the dark and mine don't. So I think it's like not like a D line glow because it doesn't really work. It's something mix of like a pro and kind of a base plastic. It feels like with a
Mm-hmm.
glow, maybe like a base glowish plastic if that makes sense. And then my putting putters are Nexus plastic. So even like if you see here, like if I go like this, my thumb will rub a little bit, and like when that comes off, there's literally like little bits and pieces that come off the disc, which is so
Yeah.
hilarious. Where
Wow.
I think it helps me like yeah, if it focuses enough, you can just literally see like all the little tears.
It looks gritty. Yeah.
But it creates a gritty putting where I grab it, my thumb is there, and when I flick off of it, that thumb flicks with it. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it helps. I really like the Nexus plastic. I've been using Nexus for a little bit, but this is the first full year I've used the same putter. I think the entire year, like not switching winner or anything, and these are the only ones that I've really been able to get that with, and I'm really happy. I think if I do switch off of these, it'll just be for newer Nexus Blend alpacas because I do like them.
Just replace them. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting with P2s. Very similar to alpacas in terms of like shape and like that kind of thing. I've got these really sweet ECD stamped ones. This is like the main guy. Stamp's a little more worn off than that one is. They're Flex One plastic, D-line Flex One. I really like the more rubberier plastic. It's really grippy, especially for like this time of year. It's really really nice. On rainy days, it's really good because I just feel like I can get a little more tack on my hands. Um, but I like that. I like these. I've had a couple other P2s that weren't necessarily like as flat as these are, which is what I really really like because they almost feel like a little more shallow. So I think that's really great. So Flex One P2s, and then the other one I keep in the bag is a Flex Three P2. This one's like pretty beat up. It's a little still pretty flat top, but a little domier than the other ones. And I'll use this as like a thrower at times. I can kind of get like a little bit of flip up to it, but it's
Yeah.
still got a little bit of stability. And the thing that I really love most about this is actually for jump putts, especially for jump putts that I have no real intention of actually making the putt in. I just want to slide up into the basket. This is really, really good for getting really nice, like smooth ground play where like the
Oh,
Flex
I've
One
never
just,
thought about. Yeah, that's actually
yeah.
really smart. I've never thought
So
about
yeah,
using just like that different plastic for that ground play aspect alone. That's really
for
smart.
sure. There was one tournament, I think it
And
was
like,
like,
not saying I haven't thought about that just on a jump putt aspect, where
no,
like,
no,
oh,
for
I could
sure.
get like 5 more feet if because I know I'm not going to jump putt that far, but I'm going to land 5 feet before and it's just going to slide up nicely. Like
Yeah.
thinking of that with a different play. Like if I was instead of to do it with this one and do it with this one, I might get like a little more like I could. I don't know. That's interesting for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, there was one tournament, I think it was Washington State's where I forgot to bring this one. I forgot to put it in the bag. I had an extra putting putter and I felt so like helpless. I was like, dude, I had Chuck on the bag where I was like, buddy, I'm really sorry to do this to you, but I need you to run to the car and grab me the white one of my P2s. I was like, I can't throw a jump putt right now. And I was like, I can't I felt so uncomfortable throwing some of those shots where I was like, this guy's leaving me extra 4 or 5 feet away from the basket that I don't want to do. And that's the difference between, an 18 or a 25 footer kind of thing. So, yeah, definitely just the Flex One to the Flex Three, I think is really really big for me. Uh, as far as throwers, I'm just going to kind of keep rolling for a second. As far as throwers are concerned, the other putter that I keep in the bag are Logics. I have this really, really beat up Exo Soft Logic. It's got the team stamp and it's got an ECD stamp on there. It's kind of like warped a little bit, and I don't know if you can really like tell by like the light, but it's kind of messed up. Very flippy. I'll throw this on hyzer, get it to like stand and rock. I'll throw it on Anheuser and just like let it roll, like run the entire time. One of the things that if you've like played with me or caddied for me enough, you know that I'm kind of a psycho in terms of I always have to throw the disc with the stamp kind of facing the same way to me like that. So this one really specifically, you can see like up there, there's like a bunch of nail marks that aren't anywhere else on the disc. And you can see the bottom, like that side is covered with like my fingernail marks and the rest aren't, and that's from specifically grabbing it from the same spot every time I throw it, basically. So that's one that's a little kind of just like a little psycho part
I
of
bite
me,
my nails, bro.
dude. So do
My
I,
nails
and
are
that's
so small.
I have to bite my nails or else like I get really like caught up underneath them. Like it really messes me up. No,
I
my
was like
fingernails are.
looking
I'm
at it. I was
actually
like,
like.
I've never had that happen.
I'm always actually like it's funny when I'm showing discs because I'm always like covering my fingernails up because I'm like, oh, don't look at them, they're so short and gross. No, I'm feeling the same way, man. Yeah. And then the other Logics I throw, I really like these Cosmic Fury 2s. This is my favorite run of Logic. It's got a shorter shoulder than the Cosmic Fury 1s do. Very, very straight, having like a little bit of stability. When I'm throwing these well, like everything in my game feels really, really crispy and really, really good. So this has probably been like one of my biggest workhorses this year. These replaced my Sky God 2s, which were those swirly S-Line P2s that I was throwing last year that I could not throw this year because they're Innova made, and I'm not allowed to throw any Innova made Discmania this year. So yeah,
Throw them this
yeah.
way.
Nah, dude, I love this
I
so
can
much.
only throw into me.
I know. you want me to keep going, or you want to hit?
Going on my next putter. Yeah, I got my next putter. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
go with my Koa. The second they came out, they instantly got in my bag. They are a beautiful putter with like a nice like AVR driver bottom, so it has that nice bead to it. And then it has a nice like zero top. So you get like a really traditional putter top with that AVR driver bottom. Super traditional putter in my opinion. I use this for long 60 80, but even I don't know. I think it's hard for me to pick this one up for I think this is what I use when I think I'm giving it a bid that I'm not necessarily thinking about making and kind of
Hmm.
just wanting to get near the basket. Like I know we'll get near the basket and like it could, but like I'm not expecting it to. Um I get a lot more distance when I throw this disc. I can throw it like basically like this degree here and pops up to flat and even rides right. And if I throw it very flat, has a full ride to the right the entire time, which is really helpful. I threw
Nice.
this exact disc in our Jackson Park video on hole 3 there. That like
Mhm.
shot that kind of drifts to the right, and it literally hit there, and I thought it was gonna be like not drift enough, and it perfectly holds so well. And I brought this disc to Denver, and with through the Denver everything, it still held up being very to my like it wasn't overstable or stable. It was the exact disc that I feel like I had, which was awesome.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna go again another one, and kind of my last one. I throw as like an approach disc more, and like sometimes I'll even put with them like a little forehand bit. Is gonna be my Toro. I have a soft Toro here, literally like so soft. Like can taco it. It is the
That's
Innova.
nice.
This is their soft pro plastic, which they came out with, which I adore. I think it's a very useful thing in disc golf. We were talking about playing at Terrace Creek, and it's like hole 2 at Terrace Creek. If you throw something that's not sitting on that dirt, you're going
Totally.
down the hill. And so like
Yeah.
I know there's a plethora of courses where that's so applicable. And then one disc that hasn't left my bag really is this Glow Toro. This Glow Toro is like super flat and super awesome. And I lost my Glow Toro, and I end up getting this one from my buddy Sean. And so I use this one, and I think about this one like all the time. I literally love throwing. I will throw this thing just to throw this thing over this one. I'm like, I don't really need a slide. I'm gonna give it a little more loft and make it like bump down and check up, and I'm
Yeah.
pretty happy with it. But those are my basically my putting to approach discs that I use. There's one other one that kind of fits that slot, but I use it more as a thrower. So mostly we'll talk about it next week.
Sweet. Yeah, to kind of round out my putter section, are my two like approach style discs. I have a extra, what is it? Extra soft exo vapor tactic, and then I have one of the glow drops. You can see this tactic
Yeah.
is very very warped. Same thing where I'm grabbing it always in the same two spots, so really really messed up just on those areas. This drop I've thrown some of my best shots with this drop. Actually, my most clutch shot of last season was to win the SeaTac takeoff, and I had to throw this guy on a really, really sick forehand Anheuser to get down to the basket. So I love these guys. This guy is actually starting to flip up a little bit and give me a little more ride, which is really nice, but it just kind of sits and sticks.
That's
Um, I,
nice.
yeah, I also use this as a putter once in a while, just to kind of like wrap corners or bend around a tree or something. And if I feel like if I can grab one chain, it kind of like absorbs it in, it kind of sucks it in there. So I actually got that from Chandler Kramer. He puts with a soft justice sometimes. And when I saw him doing that, I was like, I can do
Mm-hmm.
that. Like that seems like a really good idea. So um, just to recap really quick, and Ollie, I'm going to have you recap right after me. I am putting with Flex 1 D line P2s. I also have a Flex 3 D line P2. I have an Exo Soft Logic 2 Cosmic Fury 2. These are Glow Metal Flake C line Logics. And then I keep a Glow C line drop and a Exo Soft Vapor Tactic in the bag.
And for me, I'm putting with my Nexus or N blend alpacas, and then I got my P blend glow alpaca and my C blend gummy alpaca that I throw. And then so those kind of take over my main throwers, and then I got my Koa, which has become my understable to long distance bids putter, and my Toros, easy forehands, easy backhands too, as well, stable, reliable, soft Pro from Innova, and the Glow from Innova as well.
Nice. Love it. Yeah, comment down below. Let us know what's in your bag, actually. It'd be really fun to kind of compare and contrast everybody's bags, see what you're putting with. If you think that we're throwing something that is just like, why the hell are you throwing that, or why are you not throwing this? Let us know. When we get to the fairway portion of our bags, I think I'm going to have some real. I think that's going to be a really controversial section for me because I don't
Some
bag really
finders? Are you gonna have
traditional.
some finders?
Maybe we'll see.
You gonna
But
have
yeah,
some
so let
fairway
us know what you got going
finders?
on. Oh, I picked it up. I got you. I got
I
you.
know. I'm excited for. I think it's a really cool way to show off. I'm debating putting back a Halo polecat in my bag. So almost made this video.
Oh,
We'll see if it makes a future one because
fun. Yeah,
I love the polecat so much.
yeah. I was a hydrogen thrower, so I never really got around to the polecat because I was throwing those hydrogens so much. But polecat was always
Yep,
fun. Yeah,
and throwing them so well. Oof.
yeah, I just loved them. Okay, answer the KO question of the week. Ollie, would you rather run 100 miles an hour or fly, but you can only go 10 miles an hour? Which would you rather do?
The great Usain Bolt once said, "I need to go faster," and faster is what I'll go. I'll go 100 miles per hour any day of the week.
That's
I
not
think
a
it would be
bad.
cool to be like, oh, I can fly, but like I think and it would offer more accessibility in a way. But even like flying upwards at 10 miles per hour isn't very fast. I don't like you
No,
could go and
that
do
it.
whatever you want, but then like if you were like, oh, I'm just gonna go run to the store real quick. I don't need a car, gang.
Yeah. Well, okay. So
Like the
here,
need for a car's gone.
sure. Well, my thought behind the 100 miles an hour is like, I guess I'm trying to think of like what's like the worst case scenario with that 100 miles an hour is I'm probably just like literally liquid as I smash into a wall. So like there's the downside of things is
Yeah.
like if you can't stop, you're just like so dead. But at the same time, if I'm
But
only
it's not
moving,
like 100
no,
or nothing.
that's kind of how I saw it. Is like I either go 100 or I go zero kind of
Low key,
thing. But
I hear you there. I hear you
yeah,
there.
yeah.
I hear you
So
there.
but I'm thinking with the flying, if I'm going 10 miles an hour, like the purpose of flying is to like beat out traffic. The purpose of flying is to make traveling more convenient. If
Yep.
you're going 10 miles an hour, that's not more convenient. Like that's arguably worse than just like sitting
Yeah,
in traffic.
that was my whole
So I'm
I
kind of
had that
stuck
same
between the
thought
two of them.
process.
I think flying 10 miles an hour just because I can like fly up, get my disc out of a tree, and just fly back down and like not use it as like a full travel thing, but just use it as like, oh, I gotta change this light bulb. Let me like fly up 2.5 feet, like fix this thing and get back down. So I think all in all, I'm picking the flying, but it's just like neither of them really. Yeah, I'm kind of more on the downside of both of them. So
I definitely wouldn't tell anyone, and if I could just like not go full 100 the whole time, I would just like slightly be faster than Usain Bolt
yeah,
so I could be like just the world champion.
yeah. I mean,
I
there's
would totally flex that so hard, just be like,
Dude, I would get a job with like the Braves. The Atlanta Braves are hiring a new freeze, that guy that like races people in the outfield. Just do that and being like, whenever you gotta like turn it on, you just freaking go.
dude, you could play for them. You could just like be like, "Oh, I'll steal bases for you. I'll pinch hit. I will get to the bag.
Yeah, I will figure out how to get
You'll
on base.
never
I
get thrown
promise.
out."
Ideally,
Just
probably
imagine
not,
like
right?
you could always make it close, but you'll never get thrown out.
Hmm. It's not bad. Or yeah, I mean, I love it. Um, all right, let us know down below which you would rather have. All right, for the draft this week, kind of a fun one. This is the best things draft, where it's literally we're just drafting the things that are just like the best. So the example I use, and already Ollie and I had a pretty divisive like intro to this because the example I used was getting the middle piece of the brownie because the middle piece of the brownie is the best, and Ollie's sitting there being like, absolutely not, the corners are the best. So the best can be a little subjective, all in all. So
It's
uh,
subjective. It's subjective as hell.
yeah. So I'm gonna take the first pick, and with my first pick of the best draft, I'm gonna go with I think I'm gonna go with just like winning. Just winning in general is just like the best. So winning.
Ooh, not what I thought you were gonna go with.
Where did you
Not
think
what
I
I
was
thought
going
you were
with
gonna
that?
go with. Even though that's awesome. I thought we were gonna go with something like, I guess I just take it then. Getting laid.
Yeah, that is the best. Yeah,
Like,
the best.
I'll just keep
Yeah,
it short and sweet there. And then I
yeah,
guess the second, my next pick will be, like clutching up in a video game with for your team. You're kind of that guy, and you're just feeling like that guy for your team in a video
sure.
game is always. Your friends are on the comms. They're like, yeah. The enemy team's like, oh, it was this person that did it for them. It feels good.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, clutching up. I love it. My number or my second pick here. It's just the
Ooh, I
best
can't
when
hear you,
you.
Curb.
What's that?
Oh, I
You
hear
got
you.
me? I'm back.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
It's just the best when you find
Yeah.
fruit that is fresh and in season. So when you grab like fresh raspberries that are like prime in the season of raspberries, they're just the best. Blueberries that are ripe and in season, just the best. So I'm gonna say like fresh in season fruit,
Yeah.
just the best. And then for my pick after that, I am going to go with five. I'm gonna say on a hot day, when you go and get a Slurpee, getting like any kind of like
Yeah.
slushy, kind of like iced beverage on a hot day, just it's just the absolute best, dude. So Slurpee on a hot
All right,
day.
I agree with that. That's pretty solid. I'm gonna go with a night drive to your favorite song. It doesn't really get better than that, you know.
Yeah,
And that could apply. You could be alone with. I've had great nights, driving with Roxanne on the highway. It's just fun. So
yeah, that's a good
I
one.
think that there's a great point of enjoying. It's a great best feeling of driving at night. Sometimes can be listening to music, and
Yeah, on a
then I
nice like
think the
clear
next
night,
one,
totally.
yeah, 100%. I'm gonna go paying off a bill. It's just a good feeling to me. I know that seems crazy, but like, you go through that whole next day paying off a bill. It's the best feeling in the world. Like literally, it feels like nothing can take you down, in my opinion.
Yeah,
You're like, I paid the bill off. I got some money saved. I'm gonna go get lunch, and I'm good.
yeah, I do
I'm
totally.
going
Yeah,
with paying the bills.
I'm with you on that one. For my last pick, I'm gonna pick like when a cat bumps his forehead against your face. That is just like the absolute best
Oh,
feeling in the world. Yeah, like just like cat forehead bump. Um, I got four cats around here, so we got forehead bumps galore around this house, and it's just like it's the best, dude.
I
Like I got
love
two
that.
two of these boys around here are just like absolutely obsessed with me, and I'm obsessed with them too. So it's like a two-way street, But it's so awesome, like having them constantly just like forehead bumps, just nonstop. So to recap our lists, I had winning, I had fresh in season fruit, I had a Slurpee on a hot day, and I had a cat forehead bump. Ollie had getting laid, he had clutching up, he had a night drive to your favorite song, and he had paying off a bill.
Dude,
You're both that's
dude,
actually like
this is
solid
my
both sides. I'm
life.
good.
Dude,
Yeah.
your list is pretty damn solid too, dude. I'm feeling good to your list. That's some great best feelings.
So fun.
Um,
That's a fun draft. We're
this
gonna dust this one off in
this
the
is
future. So there's a lot of opportunity.
dude. I think that's really great. I think there's so much more we can do with that. Even elaborating a little more with like your answer, I think I would revise and maybe change some. But every answer was great. But episode 84. welcome Pierce Reynolds to Team ECD. Shout out to everyone supporting. Sign up for these next tournaments coming up. Little quote: when you're rich, you don't write checks. Straight cash, homie. Randy Moss, number 84. Aim high, shoot low, and we'll see you next week.